Hi, my name is Chris Holton Jablonski, and it is my great joy and privilege to serve you as your minister. This is All That You Need Lies Within You by Angela Herrera. Consider this an invitation to you, yes, you, with all your happiness and all your burdens, your hopes and regrets, an invitation if you feel good today, and an invitation if you do not. If you are aching, and there are so many ways to ache. Maybe your heart is heavy or hardened. Maybe it's troubled, and peace can only take up residence in a small corner, only on the edge, with all that is going on in the world and in your life. Nimodo. It doesn't matter. All that you need for a deep and comforting peace to grow lies within you. Once it is in your heart, let it spread into your life. Let it pour from your life into the world. Once it is in the world, let it shine upon all beings. I had forgotten somehow. In my defense, there is quite a lot going on, with wildfires raging through our other home. I'm a New Englander through and through. This is my home, but the other place I have lived and loved, the place we welcomed two small babies, the place I married my beloved, the place which created her, California, is on fire. Speaking with a good friend this week, he said, "The good news is the sky isn't orange. The bad news is that it's not orange because everything has settled down towards us, and now it's not safe to breathe the air." Just so much. And somehow school is starting. And with 3 kids, there is quite a bit to do just to fathom all the communications coming, getting them to this meet and greet, 15 minutes here, 15 minutes there, one online, one in person, quite a bit of tracking. And then there she was, my little girl, in her bright, beautiful flower print dress and pink cowgirl boots and little pink mask. She's starting kindergarten, which is one of those impossibly important life moments. Just a minute ago, I was holding her. After another grueling pregnancy, my warrior queen wife battling hyperemesis for months to bring another child into this world, my only girl child, so small. Again, the miracle of tiny baby. Seeing her brothers meet her, Ben the elder striding in and holding her right away. Jack, the supplanted younger, in brand new territory, first hiding under the sink in the room, then coming close, slowly stretching out a hand to touch her, slowly smiling. Just a minute ago. And now, in this whole brand new phase of life, in this strange new reality, there she stands, ready to dive into school. And in the same day, bringing Jack, my 10-year-old, to middle school for the first time, granted just an outdoor meet and greet, granted so short, but still middle school. The great gauntlet of middle passage from childhood to teenagerdom, middle school. And he strode into this great unknown, diving in with all of his bravery and courage and openness. He loves dogs. And as we walked up to the school, 2 dogs crossed our paths. We both remarked that this was clearly a good sign. Dogs being his favorite animals, always stopping to pet and connect with them. Think of all those fires raging. And the classic question, if you were to find your home burning, if you had just a moment to take anything, What would you find to take with you? And not to be glib, sure, there are things that I love. A big poppy bobblehead Lauren and I got the night we decided to try for a third child. Pictures, art made for me by my children. None of it matters on some level. I know so clearly if I had my people, if I had our dog, all would be well. I think of this moment early on in the pandemic when we brought our mothers into the bubble. This had been months into quarantine. My mother-in-law lives alone, so we were the first people she had hugged in months. And it was unspeakably beautiful to see her hug her grandchildren for the first time. Both she and my mother parched somewhere deep down for their grandchildren, parched for contact. And this, for me, is one of the twisted gifts of this strange time. It has recalibrated for me what matters most. It's a reminder that so much of what I have focused on, so much of what pulls my attention, fundamentally, somewhere deep down, doesn't matter. This strange moment, this difficult moment, with so much stress, so much suffering, so much uncertainty and loss, this time can teach us. This is from St. Francis and the Sow by Galway Kinnell. The bud stands for all things, even those things that don't flower, for everything flowers from within, of self-blessing. Though sometimes it's necessary to reteach a thing its loveliness, to put a hand on its brow, the flower, and retell it in words and touch it, it's lovely. Tell it until it flowers again from within, of self-blessing. As St. Francis put his hand on the creased forehead of the sow and told her in words and in touch blessings of the earth and the sow began remembering all down her thick length, from the earthen snout all the way through the fodder and slops to the spiritual curl of the tail, from the hard spineness spiked out of the spine, down through the great broken heart, the long, perfect loveliness of sow. This is what this moment feels like, this prolonged opportunity to reteach us our loveliness. Because so much is broken. Our politics broken, our country broken, our environment broken, our normal lives broken. And even in the midst of all this broken, so much is in bud, so much is in flower. So many rising up and engaging in our politics in brand new ways. So many working hard to redeem and reimagine our country. So many working to heal and transform our environment. So many seeking new ways of living and thriving. And so we flower. We pull up our pink cowgirl boots. We put on our floweriest dresses. And we meet this strange moment and the next with the deepest and the best and the truest selves we can muster, over and over. So much love to you all. Amen.